Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So these lessons will actually help you improve or enhance your communication skills using the English language. So for today's video, we will be talking about the future simple tense. So let's go ahead and discuss about it. Okay? So for us to fully understand what is the future simple tense, now we use the future simple tense to talk about any actions that will occur or will happen or likely to happen in the future time. So it means later on upon the time of speaking. Okay? So any future actions, let's use the future simple tense. So let's try to understand deeply the forms of the simple future tense. The first form that you have to understand is the positive or affirmative form. So it's just very easy. When we are using the simple future tense, we just have to add the subject, will, plus your verb in base form. Okay? Again, subject, will, plus verb in base form. Examples. I will study tomorrow. They will go home tonight. She will cook the dinner tomorrow night. Okay? So all of this are actually in your future tense. So one of the most confusing things about the future simple tense is the usage of will and be going to. So for this time, let's talk about the differences when we are using will or and be going to. So let's begin with will. So for actions that you just decided to do on the time of speaking, then you can use will. So we use will for any rapid or instant decisions. All right? For example, I am thirsty now. I will get some drinks. Okay? I like that bag. I will buy it. I think this shirt is good. I will try it. So all of those sentences with will are actually instant decisions. So it means I did not plan to do them. I just think of them on the time of speaking. So for that, you can use will. Okay? So another thing that we use will for is when we make predictions about the future. So it means these are the actions that we think that would likely to happen, or these are the actions that we believe will happen in the future. So, like for example, our team will not win this season. I think it will rain later. So let's bring some umbrellas. I think you will have a stomach ache after eating. So these are predictions about the future. Okay? Now let's talk about using be going to. So for be going to, we use it when we talk about future actions that we made plan before. So it means there is a prior plan before these actions. So you have decided to do it long time ago. All right? So like for example, I am going to the cinema. So it means maybe a few days ago, I already thought of going to the cinema. So I can say, I am going to the cinema later. All right, let's have more examples. I am going to meet my dentist tomorrow. I am going to the beach with my friends this weekend. We are going to fly to Hong Kong next month. So all of these are already prior planned, so they are certain to happen in the future. Okay? So you can use be going to when the future action is already planned or something that you are sure of. Okay? So the next usage of be going to is when there is an evidence or certainty that a future action will happen. So it's based on the signs or based on the proofs that it will definitely happen in the future. Okay? So let's have some examples. Oh, I think it is going to rain later. She is going to get really tired. They are going to fail the exam. So all of these actions use be going to because there are some signs or evidences that they will happen. Okay? So will and be going to are somewhat similar in meaning, or actually similar in meanings when we talk about future predictions. So they don't actually have any actual differences when we use them for that kind of sentence. Like, for example, the weather report says it will rain tomorrow, or the weather report says it is going to rain tomorrow. So we don't have any actual differences on those sentences. So you can use both will and be going to make any future predictions. All right? So now that we have a clear understanding on when to use will and be going to, let's continue understanding the other forms of the simple future tense. So let's go ahead and talk about the negative form. So to construct the negative form, we just have to add the subject and then will, not, plus the base form of the verb. Again, subject, will, not, plus the base form of the verb. So let's take a look at some of the examples for the negative form. For example, she will not attend the ceremony. They will not go to the party. He will not meet his friends. So all of these examples are in negative form. So please pay attention to the sentence construction of the form. All right? So it is your time now to make your own sentences. So the next form that we are going to talk about is the question form. So just like any other tenses of verb, we have to start the question form using the word will, then your subject, and your verb in base form. Again, will, subject, and then your verb in base form. Now, let's take a look at some examples for the question form. Will she go to the party? Will he meet his friends? Will they go to the cinema? So all of these are in question forms. Now let's talk about forming sentences using be going to. So for be going to, we need to consider the subjects of our sentences. So if your subject is singular, then your be should follow the subject. Like, for example, singular subject, is, am, are, going to, plus verb in base form. Now, if your subject is plural, we use are plus going to, then your verb in base form. For examples, I am going to meet my doctor. She is going to have a vacation. They are going to visit their parents. So please pay attention to the subjects and the be verbs that used depending on the subject or your sentences. Okay? So please make your own sentences now using the right forms for be, going to. Now, the future simple tense is one of the most common tenses we use in the English language. So it is just very easy to understand, provided that you practice more of it, okay? So please remember, the future simple tense is used to talk about any future actions, all right? Or actions that are going to take place later on, okay? So for you to have a good understanding of this lesson, I encourage you to please subscribe to our classes here in I-Fal. I am sure that there are many teachers that can give you clarity about these kinds of topics. And also, don't forget to visit our website that I will be flashing on the next slide. So I think that is just all for this discussion. So once again, my name is Teacher Nikki. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again on the next video. So please subscribe to our classes and visit our website. Thank you so much. Bye.